Are you dreaming of traveling? Well, today's a good day because we're going to make identification tags for our luggage using faux leather, the foil tip, and a special SVG that I've designed especially for this occasion. Hi everyone, it's Natalie from nellydesign.com. Faux leather is not a material that we often use with our Cricut. But did you know that you can cut faux leather with the fine point blade? Yes, that's the regular blade that comes in all the Cricut. So not only can you cut the faux leather with the Cricut Maker, you can also cut it with the Explorer and even the Joy. So in today's project, I'm going to be using faux leather with iron-on because I have a little special trick for you, and the foil tip to make some beautiful luggage tags. The link to the full material list will be in the description of this video, and you will also have a link to get access to the free SVG files that I have for you, because I not only have one tag but two tags designed especially to make this project. And these will be free and accessible in Nelly Design's library. And if you have already tested foil on faux leather, I'm sure you're thinking, Natalie, foil doesn't stay on faux leather. If you rub it with your finger, it comes right off. Well, stay till the end because I have a trick for you that you can make foil permanent on faux leather. Okay, so in Design Space, we're going to start by uploading the file that you previously saved from Nelly Design's library. So you need to go in the library, download it to your computer, save it somewhere you will remember where it is. And then we're going to click here on upload. You're going to go and upload image and find it on your computer. Now, I have already mine right here, so I'm going to select it right here. And I'm going to add to Canva. This is what you're going to do too once you have uploaded the image into Design Space. So we add it to the Canva. So you see that you have two different tags. Today I'm going to be using the round one. I want to show you how to make a round one using the monogram tool. But you don't really have to do this. You can do whatever you want. In fact, if you don't have the foil tip, you can actually use also iron-on to put on your tag, no problem. I've done this one with iron-on. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cute. It's a quote in French, but you can really put whatever you want on it, and it makes a beautiful tag also. So for this purpose today, I really wanted to show you how to use foil on faux leather. So I'm gonna ungroup my two tags, and I'm gonna just close the eye of the rectangle one. Now, just by the way, I just want to say I'm sorry for my voice. It's not back to normal already. I had a pretty bad cold, and I still feel it in my throat. So I'm sorry if you have to hear that. I'm sorry about my voice, but please bear with me. It won't be like that for always, hopefully. Okay, so let's get to the serious things. The tag. What I want to do is use the monogram tool, so I'm going to write a P right there. So if I go here, I'm going to need to type the P. And the one I've chosen is in the vintage section. You really need, for the foil, to find something that is with the little pen right here. Not you could use the scissors, the cut setting, but you will really nicer to be with the pen so that it makes a beautiful P like that. And also I'm going to click right here. That's the one I've chosen, the little circle. It goes perfectly on the tag. And I'm going to simply add to Canva. You see, it's almost the right size already, so that's perfect. But the thing that you need to do, I don't want anything to cut. I just want to keep the one that are pens. So the basic cut right here, I'm going to close the eye of this. I don't need it. And we're going to transform the pen one to foil. So for the P, I wanted to try and use the foil. I wanted to try the bold one. So I'm going to select bold, and I'm using the silver color. Then for this are the little circles. We're gonna go and foil, and to get things complicated, I'm gonna try the fine one. And for the circle, I'm gonna do the medium. So we're gonna have we're gonna be able to see the three different tip of the foil. So I think that's gonna be fun. Now we don't really see what on because it's gray on gray. So just for the purpose of this, I'm going to take the gray and I'm going to put it blue, because that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to be using the blue faux leather that is kind of shimmering a little bit. So the blue faux leather, so I'm just going to take a dark blue like this. It's going to enable me to see better the design and see if I'm satisfied with this. Now I find that the P is a bit small, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ungroup and then I'm gonna detach. I'm gonna take the P and I'm gonna scale it. I don't know if you've experienced the new handles of Design Space, but this is how you do it. I have a full video on this that I will put at the end of this one if you want it. So I think that's better. So just to make sure that everything is aligned, I'm gonna select the three layers using the Shift key, and I'm gonna align center. Now they are, I'm gonna attach them right away so I don't move them. Now I can move them like this, but I would like to make sure it's centered on the tag. Of course, if I select all, I cannot align and center like I did, because if I do that, it will center in the middle, because you know the tag is tall. So I can always align like this, center horizontally, but once it is centered, I'm gonna need to move it. And if I don't want it to move, I'm just gonna hold Shift. You see it locks. So I know it's centered horizontally, and I can just move it down until my eye is satisfied. So when this is done, I select all and attach everything, and we'll be ready to cut. We would be ready to cut, but I don't know about you, but I ate the backing of the faux leather. It is pretty awful. This one is not that bad actually, but did you know that you can put iron-on the back of faux leather? Yes, yes. So that's exactly what we're going to do. The best thing to do is to put the iron-on before the cut, so that way the Cricut will be able to cut the tag and the iron-on that is already on in one single time. So in order to do that, we're going to measure in Design Space the size that we need. So I need approximately 3 inches by a little bit more than 7. So I'm going to cut the faux leather, and I'm going to cut a piece of iron-on the same size. What I have here is my Smart Iron-On silver. You don't need to use Smart Iron-On, you can use anything you have, but this is the one I had that was silver, and I wanted it to match the foil. So I'm going to cut both pieces the same size, and we're going to be ready to apply the iron-on after that. So we need to apply the iron-on the back of the faux leather. To do this, don't forget that the shiny side is actually the backing of the iron-on, so you need to have the shiny side up in order to apply it like this. And we're going to open the Cricut Easy Press 3. I'm going to use the Cricut Eat app to set the Easy Press 3. You can also use the Cricut Eat Guide if you have the Easy Press 2. And we're going to follow the instruction and just apply it like this. And now it says that remove when it's cold to touch, so we're going to wait a little bit before pulling it out. If you see that the iron-on has shifted a bit from the faux leather, you can really cut it. It's no problem, just to make sure that when you pull it out, everything stays on the faux leather. So the faux leather with the iron-on is really beautiful. It really has a nice finish to it. Usually when we use faux leather on a Cricut mat, it is recommended to put the faux leather face down, because you know the backing of the faux leather is really like, it doesn't stick well to the mat. So, but now of course we want to do foil on the faux leather, so we need to put it face up. And since we have put some iron-on in the back, the stickiness is really way better than it would be if it was not there. So even though it's there, we're going to put the faux leather face up. We're going to still use some masking tape to secure the faux leather on the mat to make sure it really stays there and that the blade doesn't drag the faux leather. And we're going to apply also the foil sheet with the masking tape that is inside the foil package, because you know when we cut, you just look in the Design Space, you're going to see the steps you need to make. So foil is the first step, so it's going to foil and then it's going to cut, so we're going to need to put the foil right away. So to put the foil on the faux leather, don't forget to put the shiny face up. Also, you can use these little strips that are inside of the package of the foil. It's really made for this. You're gonna see that if you stick it on the faux leather, it doesn't really stick well. It's really made for cardstocks in order not to mess up the cardstock, so it's really light glue. So you might need to use some tape if you have it on the faux leather. Another note I want to say is that try not to put your foil onto your mat because it's going to transfer and you're going to have foil everywhere. So I'm probably going to cut this to make sure it just overlaps on the faux leather so that I don't have it on my mat. You can really wash it off afterward, but it's really more work and we don't want more work, obviously. So let's do this. And a little tip, if you want to put your little tape on it, you're going to see that static makes the foil wants to come up. It's really not fun. So what I do, I usually use a ruler like this and secure it like that and put the tape on. You'll see, it works very well. So if you really enjoy all these tips, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me when you do. So I'm really going to follow what Design Space tells me. It's really important because we're using the trefoil tip. So it's really important to follow which tip goes first. So Design Space is going to tell me that. And don't forget also to move the wheels away from the foil so that it doesn't interfere, doesn't mark the faux leather with the foil. That is really important. So when the foil is finished, we need to remove the foil. I don't know if you noticed, but I had a little problem. I had put my foil too far down, so I stopped the machine and put it back up again. It's fine. It always happens. It happens to everyone, not just to you. It happens to me too. So since there's iron-on in the back, it is very, 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 very important to make sure that it has cut all the way through. So to do that, I'm gonna just lift this side and I'm gonna see if it stays there. Yeah, it stays there. So the cut is perfect. If it was not perfect, sometimes it's not, just push the play button again and make another round before you unload the mat. That's very important. So we're ready to check it out. So you really need to take care when you take it off the mat not to rub your fingers on the foil because it's going to come right off. It's really a pain, but as I said, I have a special trick for you. What I found is that I had this in my at home. It's really a product made for my boots, for my winter boots. You know, I live in Quebec, so we need that. It's to protect boots from water and snow. So it says that it's for synthetics and materials and everything. So you just spray it on and it's like magic. It won't rub off anymore after that. I won't do it right now because I prefer to do this outside and you should too. And I'm telling you, it's really the best trick you can have. So to finish, I just wanted to at least show you how to put it on your luggage. Let's say you have a bag like this one or a luggage, whatever you handle you want to put it on. You can come right here and you're gonna need to, you know, you want it to go like this. So you're gonna need to strap it like this, put it inside, and secure it like that until it goes to the center right here and into the circle. And you're set. That's how it works. Pretty cool, isn't it? So I hope you enjoyed this video and have a nice trip if you plan on going on vacation, and I'll see you pretty soon. Bye bye.